Would a male reindeer fancy Rudolph?
Rudolph was a girl.
Yes, is the right answer.
Oh!
Absolutely right. Yeah, we know this. We know this because in countless representations of Rudolph, he is represented at Christmas Eve with antlers. And only female reindeer have antlers at Christmas time. The male reindeer shed their antlers at the very beginning of winter. So all of them must be female if they have antlers. Or possibly eunuchs. Because if you castrate a male reindeer, they keep their antlers.
Also, you'd see the silhouette of the bollocks as it went across the moon.
They really do have great big ball sacks.
They have matches.
Dear.
They're enormous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they?
It's the biggest. The only other ball sack I've seen that was even comparable was on a red kangaroo.
Really?
And it was lying
You
on
a
its side.
scrotumologist? There wouldn't be a word for television. A Greek word.
Well, no, funny enough, television is a word that offends a lot of classicists because it's both Latin and Greek. It's a hybrid word.
They're so touchy, aren't they?
They are. They call it a chimeric word because the tele is Greek and the vision is Latin.
But if there was no Greek, like the Saxon word for television be something like
well, it would be
Foxy
like,
Light.
We know what they are because the German, it would be Fernsehen.
Oh, yeah. Wake up, Sean.
Is there any evidence that people are a bit more bonkers when there's a full moon?
No. It's very interesting. There's been a lot of research about it and there have been a lot of anecdotal evidence that at loony bins you have to lock them up on a full moon, but actually there's absolutely no clear evidence whatsoever that people behave oddly in a moon.
So why do I go out killing?
Nonsense. How many points do you need to win a game of table tennis? The rules changed in July 2003.
Well, first to 11 then.
Yeah, anyway, so that's the reason. What they should really get rid of is that awful noise of trainers on the floors. Have you ever watched it on television? Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Drives me mental.
Yes, I knew. Well, that's right.
That's why I kill.
That's why you kill. That's why you kill.
Cats and violins.
Oh, cats and violins, yeah.
Yes.
The people who had the monopoly, as it were, put it about that was made of catgut, because knowing that their rivals would never dare kill cats, and they wanted to kind of keep it secret. It was the same families have run violin string making for over 600 years. But now, of course, there's nylon and steel added, though people still say the old sheep gut is still the best.
I thought it was to do with the cat's penis.
Did you?
Isn't it a strange shape, like the shape of a violin, or something like that? Is it a really strange shape?
It's the shape...
What would be the shape of a female's orifice in order
a violin case.
to receive a violin case? What was the first invention to break the sound barrier?
Mae West vibrator.
How fast is a bullet?
I need an answer, not a question.
More steam!
Who's that girl, though, who's got the seashell on her ear?
Oh, she looks like she failed the Magnum advert. They said, no, lick it, you silly bitch. I had a strange experience when I was in Australia recently, and I went to a day out to the zoo, and they give you a koala to hold, and you have a photograph taken of it. And koalas are very lazy animals. They don't exactly work out. You know what I mean? They haven't got firm buttocks or anything. And I had one in my hand, and it kind of just slipped. And before I knew it, I actually had a sort of koala's buttocks. It was actually slipped onto my finger. And it just sort of slid on, and there's... On the photograph, because they take a photograph of you, you're supposed to hold a koala, and the koala goes this, goes... The worst thing was, they wanted it back, and I said, well, can I hold it for a bit longer? And I was trying to get the finger out, and I said, can I take it away?
The list of charges is beginning to add up, isn't it?
Have you had the...
So, what is that?
It's a loofah.
And where do loofahs come from?
The bathroom.
And originally?
From they're in the sea.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. No, you knew that, did you, Sean?
Yeah.
Where are they from?
You grow them, they're little seeds.
That's right.
Yeah. I got the worst Christmas present ever in my life. My sister gave me a grow-your-own loofah kit.
God bless her.
It was a clay pot, a bag of earth and 5 seeds. And I think the clay pot hit her hardest.
despite the myth, people do drown in the Dead Sea. If you face the wrong way, people can't turn themselves around. There's too much resistance from the water, apparently.
It's called natural selection, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you might be right. And this elephant, Topsy, was sentenced to death on Coney Island because Topsy had killed 3 human beings.
He just went nuts and trampled the...
No, he hid in their rooms when they came home. He jumped out, strangled them. And he got away with it for months.
Wearing a Jason mask.
Nobody would have caught him. He left
Cunning
few telltale signs around the flat. I'd tell you the best way to get into space. I would tell you, I've just realised it, and it's brilliant. It's just brilliant. I'm going to be so rich. Bubble. A bubble. Get in a bubble, just float up there.
One day.
I mean, a big bubble. I'm not talking about those bubbles you see. That's not a bubble. Stupid little one. You call that a bubble, mate? You want to come and see my bubble? No, a big bubble. You get in the bubble and off you go.
Fabulous.
Yeah. Who wants in?
We found when in our house, the family that lived there before had recorded the height of all the inhabitants, and you see it growing. So I've started doing that with my kids now, and with me.
Why don't you put yourselves really high?
I give myself an extra inch, yes.
Yeah.
Well, my house was repossessed, so I actually had the scratch marks of the children as they were dragged down the road.
The reference in the Bible to the fiery lake or whatever is from Revelations, where it does say those who practice the magic arts will be cast into burning sulphur. So,
How about balloon animals?
ooh, the punishment for people who do balloon animals is not specified in Revelation.
Giraffe.
I think it's loneliness,
I think
the punishment for them.
Yeah.
I think it's long nights, sitting alone.
We've been digging into your family trees in that sort of who do you think you are way, and we've come up with some rather exciting news. See if you can guess which of you is descended from Charlemagne.
Well, civilised and attractive, it ain't me, is it? I think Alan.
Alan?
Well, is it all of us?
Yes. All of us, including
Because
me
he was-
and including everyone in the audience and everyone watching at home, if they're European.
Because he was a love machine.
It's just mathematically certain. The fact is, you know how you have, obviously, everyone has 2 parents and 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents. It's that grain of rice on the chessboard thing, 8, 16. By the time you get back to the generations just in the 13th century, you have more direct ancestors than there have ever been human beings. It's about 80 billion, the number, by the time you get back that far.
My brain's...
I know, well, all you have to do...
You have more ancestors than there are
Well, you
people
can't.
there's ever been.
That's the point.